Hi guys, welcome to another video. So I would like first of all to thank you for watching my channel, and if you're new in this channel, my name is Petko and I chase carps in big public lakes. So guys, today I will discuss a topic which comes exactly on time, because now is the transition period between summer and fall, and we are very close to make mistakes which can cost the biggest carps this season. So stay tuned by the end of this video and you will see two mistakes which I did exactly in this transition season. So it's needless to say that subscribing to my channel is highly appreciated. Let's get started. Let me start with some of the most obvious signs for recognition of this transition period. So what you will notice first is that the day becomes shorter, it starts to rain more often. Also, you will see that no mosquitoes anymore, the nights become colder, we start to catch smaller carps during the evening, which is not very pleasant. And the most important sign is that we change the green salad with meat salad, which is very important as well. But at the next day, we're still looking for the shadows. So this is a very specific period of the year when we have the feeling that we're going to miss the biggest carps. And this is something that we need to pay attention on. Guys, when this happened to me in 2015, I actually did my first mistake in this transition period. So I will start looking for alternative fishing places such as ponds, rivers, something else which could bring me the biggest carps. But instantly a friend of mine invited me to river carp fishing. Actually, he showed me a picture of him with two very big carps, and without hesitate I accepted this invitation. Then I went there, but at that time I was not aware for the big difference between carp fishing in rivers and big lakes. So filling this big gap of knowledge, this cost me a lot of time, a lot of precious time which I could use to learn how to fish and how to catch the biggest carps in the autumn in the big lake. So looking back at this situation, I regret actually. I think that this was a mistake, although I gained some experience out of it. So I shouldn't give up from the big lake. I had to do something else. I went back to my favorite big lake in 2017, and exactly in the same transition period I did my second big mistake, I think. Actually, using the same bites which provided very good results for me during the summertime, I decided to play with the flavors. So what I did actually was to store artificial corns in different flavors such as mussel, fish, crab and some other different flavors, and then I start to combine real corn with artificial one. So in this way I provided a little bit flavored bites, but as I remember, I was very disappointed with this strategy. Actually, if I remember correctly, I caught just one middle-sized carp out of this situation, and looking back, and I think that this was a big mistake because I had to do something else. So, analyzing this transition period, what I think that actually happens is that all fish, small and big carp, start to feed more aggressively due to the climate changes. So, since the proportion of the small carps in big lakes is much higher than the biggest carps, so we start to catch small fish predominantly. And this holds especially if we use the same bites used in the summertime. So at this point we start to think that the biggest carps migrate from our spot and we also start to feel like we have no chance to find it, especially in these big lakes. Guys, one possible solution in this situation is to replace the corn catching tons of carbs during the summer with bites with higher content of protein, sugar and other nutrients. If you think closely, we do the same in this period, changing the green salad with the meat salad. So what I could recommend you more specifically is to use protein boilers with high content of protein. What I'm going to do is to check out boilers with different content of protein, and this is something that I'm going to show you the result out of this in some of the next videos. So please consider subscribing to not miss any of the upcoming videos. So now I wish you all the best. See you in the next video.